Hello. It says live. Haha. Hello. It's messing about. Never mind. Maybe I'm not supposed to say something because it keeps playing up. But I just want to. I'm not going to say too much. Obviously, it looks like there's issues with this. Hi, NFJ. How you doing? And Casper. Hello. So, my camera's playing up for some reason. So, pretty much probably saying, don't say anything, Mary, don't say anything, but I'm going to say it, so I'm not going to be on long. Some people never learn, some people don't hear. It's starting to irritate me. I wouldn't say I was, angry or annoyed or whatever, and it's not irritating me because they're getting to me. It's irritating me because it's getting to them and they're getting worse. And, I shouldn't give a monkeys, but, I do care a little. And that's what's, bugging me. The fact that, they're trying to do bad things to me and I'm worried about how they feel, if they get through it. And it's starting to irritate me because, it should just stop. It's like, you're never going to be me. You're never going to get what it is that I'm supposed to be getting. It's not going to happen. And everything that's been done is all going to be found out. And it's all going to happen. And the best that you can do is repent, ask forgiveness, job done. But you're just making it worse and worse and worse and worse. And it's just absolutely crazy. Hey, Kiwi, how you doing? Davey B, hey. Hey, Ben, how you doing? So, this is just, stop it. You're just hurting yourself and nothing will change. No matter how many things that you do, no matter how much you want it to get better. Since 2021, it's like, I don't know. You thought I was naive, but you were the naive person when it started. You thought you had it all planned, but this is God's plan. This is His divine time. This is everything to do with Him, nothing to do with me. And you thought I was naive by giving you the information, but the information had to be given, and He had to know who were His good children, who were His bad children. People don't look at the Bible correctly. Why did they say little children? And then they make up these excuses about, it means something sinister. And no, it doesn't. Absolutely, it doesn't. You're pissing off Father and Mother, Mother Earth, all these bullshit fires and everything, and obviously God, and the two together, and you're pissing them off. And they're the parents. Now, you adults, what we consider to be adults, you're the bigger children. These that are 0 to 19 years, whatever, they're the little children that the adults are supposed to look after, but they're not. And that's why the Bible says little children. It's the difference between the young children that mom and dad look after and the grown children that mom and dad look after. We're all children. We're all their children. And we're good children and bad children. And we're little children and we're big children. And mom and dad are pissed at the big children. They are pissed. And they're going to put you in timeout. Now, for 4 years, I've tried to explain to you, there is only one creator who did this. 4 fucking years. And you're still not listening. And even when I tell you that you're going to hurt yourself, you're still not listening. There is nothing wrong with me. There is nothing wrong with me. All of these flipping things that you do, the disease that you get is your own fault. The magic that you do is your own fault. Everything that's happened everything, is because you're trying to steal pocket money you didn't earn from mom and dad. See, mom and dad was giving pocket money to somebody who worked for it, who earned it, because that's what we were told. They earned their reward. But you wanted to take it from that person. And that's crazy. And now, after this person worked hard for the pocket money and you want to steal it, you hate this person because you can't take their pocket money or be them. That's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. You hate this person who only wants to give you love, who wanted to share everything with you, who was only following a plan, a divine plan, with divine timing. Forrest couldn't stop it. Now, somebody said they didn't like my video, or thought I was abusive or whatever. No, I'm not. I'm still trying to give out the love that I've always given out. Try to be friend to everybody that I've always tried to be, even when you've tried to kill me, even when you've tried to take my house, even when you've tried to take my car, even when you've done all of these things. Try to identity swap. Try to flipping take away what I earned, what I was prepared to share. Now, this is not my doing. And now, I try to tell you, there's a way out. I try to explain to you, there's a way out. I'm a good teacher, but you are definitely not good students. I told you there was a way out. You're on the wrong side of the poem, which is basically on the wrong side of the law. And there's a spiritual law and there's an earthly law. And I've tried to warn you over and over, you're on the wrong side. And you need to follow me through the way out. There's a way out, there's a way to know, and you need to come over to this. So you could do the dark side, light side, however you want to play it. The Star Wars stuff, whatever it is. The angels, aliens, the universe, God, whatever you want to play this as. I gave you enough information to say you're going about this the wrong way. And there's a way out. Just please take the way out. But you didn't want it. You still wanted to take my identity. You did all these bad things that you think I don't know about, that I do know about. And you talk shit about me, even when I was trying to be nice to you. And you think that I don't know, and I know. I know. There is nothing that can be done. Knows everything. It's all in the poem. I told you over and over. The butterfly. The tattoo. The ice cream lid. The crossing the Madison to the Long Island, the Flat Island, or whatever it was. Going to Totem Cafe. There is nothing that you are doing that I can't find out. I told you even my passwords were in that poem. My passwords. My whole life I can read about in that poem. All your lives I can read about in that poem. Everything I can read about in that poem. And you think I don't know. I was not the naive one, you were. It started with one naive, I don't know if it was a mistake or an intention. You see, what happens is, I gave the information, it starts at one source. So I know the original source that it starts at. And it's not difficult to find that information. You see, this was all about the thrill of the chase and the bait. And you took the bait and you wouldn't let go. And I explained over and over and over. Just stop it. There is only one creator. There is only one soul. Can't be any different. And as much as I try to give my friendship, as much as I try to give my love, you would not let go of that bait. The 4 keys, I know. The riddle, I know. I know everything that you've done. Everything. All the magic. I know about the Eritrean. I know about the flipping bloke with dreadlocks. How was that? I can't remember. I know the Australia stuff. I know everything. I know it all. It's like, how much pain do you have to go through before you realize you're creating your own pain? I'm standing in front of a bulletproof whatever it is, and you shoot and it comes back and hit you, and you blame me. Then you shoot again and it comes back and hits you, and you blame me. And you keep doing it, and you keep blaming me, and you keep hating me more and more because you're trying to kill me, and you get hurt because you're trying to kill me. That's so stupid. You're getting upset because you can't take what I earn. That's pathetic. You're getting upset because you can't be me. And I've done nothing to you except try to be your friend. And now I'm at the point where I'm getting pissed because somebody I thought is my friend, was my friend, or not even my friend, somebody that I knew is getting hurt. And they have families. And they have kids. And they're losing stuff. And losing each other. And took away a love that was destined for me. For money. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now, you know it's not going to work. And there is nothing I can do now. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing I can do now. It's not long now. So I beg you, stop. Just stop. Not because you're hurting me. Judgment will be called through the thrill of the chase. And this is not what, I wanted the chase to be remembered for. But it is what it is. There's nothing I can do. And there's nothing I can do. I can't take you through the fence anymore. It's already done. You've gone as far as you're going to go. And I can't help you to walk with me. I can't even let you come with me. I can't even share whatever it is that this is. Because God doesn't want you. And in a way, I shouldn't be bothered, but I am. Because I always thought you would see sense. I always thought that when you realised there was only one creator, there was only one way to do this. You would accept that. And I've told you I'm not I'm not religious. I may be spiritual, but I'm not religious. There is a God, the universe, aliens, whatever it is you want to believe. There is something. And this was his treasure hunt. He made this. And his abundance is what this was about. And he won't give you it because you don't earn it. And he doesn't want you to have it because you don't earn it. And he doesn't want you to have it because you're not learning the lessons that he's trying to teach you. And you're not learning them, even though I'm a pretty good teacher. Now, I've been hired by God to do these things. And I can't not do these things. I can't not do them. So it starts with the thrill of the chase. And it ends with all of them. Everyone. The towers will fall. one after the other. No matter how rich you are, no matter how famous you are, it doesn't matter. Mum and Dad are pissed. And they're pissed at the big children. Who really are pissed. And there is nowhere, not on this planet, not on any planet, not in any universe or multiverse that you can hide, not on any plane of existence. They're putting the big uns in timeout. And if you don't like what I'm saying, I'm sorry, but this is what was created, not by me. Hey Amy, how you doing? Hi Nikki. What did I miss? Nothing really. I won't worry about what anyone thinks of you. I'm not. That's just it. I'm not. Who is talking smack about? I think everybody knows who's talking smack about me. It's just a poem. Yeah, it's just a poem. Hey, pirate. I never was a good student, Sensei. Well, the problem is, I went into this. I've told you so many times, just like nobody listens. I ended up just finding the truth. That was what this was. And I found the truth because I prayed for it. I believed, absolutely believed. If I prayed to find the answer, God would give me the answer, or the universe, or whatever it is you want to believe. I knew that once I prayed, He would give me the answer. Because I know, not because I'm religious, not because, I know a lot of stuff, but because through my life, as bad as it's been, I know somebody's always yanked me up and just kept pushing me forward. Not giving me nothing special, but just kept pushing me forward. So I had to believe that every time I prayed and I got nudged forward, that there was someone up there looking after me. And I prayed a lot of times, and I've cried a lot of tears, and I've probably cried more in the last few weeks than I've ever cried. Not for me. I haven't cried for me. I've cried for the people that are suffering because of what I did. I found truth, and people don't like it. And they're afraid that I'm going to tell the truth, and I'm going to tell the truth. That's all I've done. And there'll be more truth. There'll be more truth. And you can see by the header. I know truth. I think that I don't, but I know truth. And there's a lot of truth that people don't want me to talk about. And that includes this ancient wisdom and this bullshit stuff and, the keys and everything else that you people wanted. Or that you want to keep secret. But the veil's been lifted. Forrest told us. The veil's been lifted. And love, more than anything, is going to spread. This world is going to heal. I guarantee you. And the earth, and that doesn't look like it now with the fires and everything. It's a bit strange, isn't it? But you've pissed Mother Earth off. And you've pissed Father God off. However you want to see that. In your minds, whatever you want to believe, that's exactly what you've done. The parents are pissed and they're coming after the big children. And they're saving the little children because of the big children. And they are fucking putting you in timeout. They really are. And you've already seen some of it in the news. And there'll be more and more as the year goes on. And I just want you to stop hurting yourself. Please. There is nothing that you are doing that is going to change this. Nothing. Except it'll just make it worse for you. Please don't think that I don't know. I know. I know. And I've tried to warn you, and I've tried to tell you, And I've tried to be kind, and I've tried to be loving, and I've tried to be a friend to everyone. And I'm not angry, because this is not... I'm just your brother to a sister or another brother. And as Forrest said, can't we all just get along? But I am a brother who has to stand by and watch mum and dad sort my brother and sister, or my brothers and sisters, out. That's it. That's it. That's where I am. That's exactly where I am. I worked. I worked. I fucking worked. And I earned something, and my brothers and sisters took it off me. But they didn't just take it off me. They stole it from mum and dad, who had so many things planned for it. And they trusted someone to use that abundance in the right way. And you stole it, or tried to. They are pissed. And I tried to stop you. But it's mum and dad. I can't tell you. I tried to tell you. And you just had to listen to hear. I almost begged you to go through that fence. I begged you to follow me. And it just made it worse. You just wanted it even more. Now, I can't do nothing. It's up to you. Probably got 48 hours, probably, to get your shit together before, the towers fall and everything. You can't hide nothing. You can't hide anything. You can just ask mum and dad to forgive you. Or you can, go to the authorities and tell them the truth. They know the truth anyway. They already know the truth. And mum and dad know the truth. And I know the truth. And it hurts. And there's nothing I can do, and that hurts more. I did everything that I could do. For 4 years, I tried to tell you what the answers were. For 4 years, I never even said to you that I was the solver. Ever. Ever. And yet, in 2021, someone knew that I was. And it's crazy to think that instead of just telling me, you just conspired together to keep it from me. Then you wanted more. Then you wanted to live my life. Then you wanted the abundance. And then you did everything you could to keep it. So the people who are no longer with us, you deal in black magic. You raise people. You put the pictures in their coffins, or do whatever it is that you do. And you don't think that the person that lost their life can come back and tell people what you did. You believe in this dark stuff, but you don't believe in God. You don't think that he has the power. You don't believe in mum and dad. But you believe in the uncle, the devil, whatever relationship that would be, I don't know. But you think that the dark spirits are stronger than mum and dad? Doesn't make sense. So I just want to tell you, please stop, please stop, please stop. You can't win. This was a job interview. It's like you say the right things, but you don't hear what you're saying. I did the job. I earned the wage, and now I need to do the job that the wage is for. And it's about truth. It's about love. It's about mum and dad and the children of this earth and the other planets and however it is chastising their children. All of them. It doesn't matter if you're the richest person in the world. If you've been naughty, you're in time out. And there's nothing I can do for anyone. I never wanted this. I never asked for this directly. Or in a roundabout way I did. But whatever's happening, it's because mum and dad had a plan. God, Mother Nature, Gaia, aliens, universe, whatever it is, it's their plan. Forrest couldn't end it. Whoever Forrest was, I kept saying to you, whoever you want to believe Major Forrest Burke Fenn is, there is only one creator. Whoever you want to believe that is. But there is only one creator. And they created this. And they created the abundance. And the abundance is not, I've said this hundreds of times, it's not about making one person rich or a few people rich. It was never about that. Why you even thought that would be the case is unreal. It was not about making a few people rich. The earth needs to heal. All this messing about with seeding clouds and bloody fires and everything else, just so you can line your pockets, it's stopping. All of this corrupt political stuff is stopping. All of this trafficking and drugs, it's stopping. Mum and dad are pissed. Now, they used to send a flood and kill everybody or destroy, Sodom and Gomorrah or whatever it is. And they're doing it a little bit different this time, but that's it. They're still doing it. They're still doing it. Now, as I said, judge not, lest ye be judged. I don't judge anyone. It's not for me to judge. We all have our sins. We all have our lives to lead. Mum and dad are in charge, and they'll do whatever they're going to do. Mario, can we start a new room and everyone who bought a piece of FF treasure stole it from that loser Dave Woodall's treasure chest? If you want to start that room. Happy New Year. Hi man, what's wrong? Awesome, but a lefty won the chase. Hello everyone. Lefty. I don't even follow politics. I just follow the truth. Like, your bloke is doing really well, isn't he? Fire away, he says to her. Oh yeah, okay. Well, people are losing their homes through fire. Oh, that bloke's evil. It isn't about, and he'll get what's coming to him as well. It isn't about left or right. It's about truth and untruth. I don't do left or right. I don't do politics. I don't do religion. I do. Here is the information that I've got. What are the facts in this information? Okay, so this, and this. That's it. and I make a decision based on that. If it takes me down, the right, if it takes me down the left path, I was going to say the right path, but it means a different thing. So if it takes me down the left path, so be it. If it takes me down the right path, as in the other side of left, then so be it. If it takes me down the middle, so be it. And I have no preset idea where I'm going. Same with the solve. Once you made up your mind what your solve was going to be, that's what it was going to be. I let the facts tell me what the answers are, and then I know what the answers are. Excuse me, confirmation. I don't make up my mind what the answer is and then join whatever party has those answers. So, retracted. Hey Frank, I saw you did a video but I haven't watched it. It's about the truth. Yeah, I don't know why people are upset with me. I really don't. I don't know why they're trying to flipping do these things. I really don't. I haven't done anything wrong. I literally haven't done anything wrong. I worked hard to get an answer by finding the truth, and I should have been rewarded. Don't get me wrong. I'm angry with God. Oh, 100% I'm angry for putting me through this. But like I tried to explain to you, it made me the person I am. Everything that you've done, which is why there's that picture on the front, everything that you've done has made me me. And everything that's happened in my life has made me me. And has put me in this position. And everything that you've done has made you you. And put you in that position. Nothing that I've done. Everything that you've done. So what you've done has put you where you are, and what you've done has put me where I am. Right here, right now. Waiting. In the cold. That's where you put me. But my effort was worth that. From 2021, you put me in the cold. You thought I didn't know. You talked shit about me. You spread lies about me. You took over my life. You made a fake marriage. You lived in a house. You had a car. You put some life insurance out. You did all this bullshit. Like so much bullshit, it's unreal. Parties, drugs, sex, magic. Trying to do these weird things. And each time you tried to do these things, guess what? I popped up and said, it doesn't work. And you carried on. And then I popped up again and said, it doesn't work. And you carried on. And I popped up again and said, it doesn't work. And you carried on. And you don't even link the fact that while you're sitting in my light, draining me, trying to drain me, whatever it is that you're doing, it felt good. You were good. And when I hid away, things got bad. You don't make the connection? Crazy. You are good lads. Oh, cheers. I like to be called a lad. I don't know what that is. I missed that. I agree about these weirdos bashing California during cruelty. You're a good lad. Whoever is messing with you. So they're not messing with me. They're trying to mess with me, but they're hurting themselves, which is why I'm trying to say stop, because you're not hurting me. Like, look, here I am. I'm probably fitter and healthier now than I was before. How are you? Long time no see, Casper, the friendly ghost. Happy New Year, everyone. Yes, Happy New Year, Robert. I haven't seen you for a while. Capping just far side stories from a pirate about treasure chest. Dave Woodard never found. Well, I wonder how his court case is going. Robert, okay. These lines. I think I'm more interested in whoever Mary's talking to than I am for this Netflix docs. Well, I don't know if people will know before the Netflix doc comes out who the people I'm talking to, because some bad things are happening to them. some bad things will happen to them. I'm just hoping that they stop before, things are, too far. Pirates around the campfire sounds like a plan. It does sound like a plan. It's a pity they gave Ukraine firefighting. Yeah, there's just, I wasn't going to be on any long, but excuse me. So they're trying to put out fires by using a fire hydrant whose only use is to get water from where there's a fire, and they can't get water from it. Now, to me, that's just too fishy. And it's also too fishy that all these people's homes are all burning down, and any evidence of anything that they've done will be found because it's all burnt. So normally the usual suspects, but I'm not trying to start a conspiracy. It's just some of the things that I feel and think. And then they've got the cheek to say, send some money and donate money. What? Hang on, whoa! Just had not so long ago had some storms hit another part of the country, and nobody was interested. Now, in Hollywood, where all these rich people are, you want us to donate money when the state should look after it, should have the money to look after it, when the state should provide the right equipment to help in the emergency in the first place, like the right trucks, the right fire hydrants, getting the water to the place, whatever it is that's needed. The state should do that. And then you're asking people, well, donate us some money. What for? Like, it's worse than corrupt. Like, it's sickening how these people in power don't give a fuck about people. And that has to change. Excuse my French. Yeah, giving money to Ukraine, it's like they're just doing it on purpose to put people in a bad place. But that's going to stop, literally. Like, you people in the chase, you know me. I won't give in. There's no way. And I've been hired by God to do something. And you can bet your bottom dollar, seriously, if that's what you've got left, you can bet that I'm not going to stop. I certainly have the tenacity. I have the mettle and the resolve to find the truth and bring it to light. And I am a good teacher. And you have all learned, as I said you would. So moving forward, there is only one creator. You can believe whatever you want to believe. But as I've tried to say, life and the chase, it's the same thing. One God, one solution. Not one God, one religion. One God, one solution. Now, if God is warm water's halt, then you need the right warm water's halt, the correct warm water's halt. So you agree there can only be one God. There can't be one God with 50,000 religions. It's just not possible. Because then that screws over that there's one God. So there must be one God, and then you find the facts from that one God. Or you find the facts that lead to that one God. Whether it be an alien, whether it be the universe, however you want to believe what God is. But trust me, there is one God. So stuff religion, pray to the one God, whether it's an alien, whether it's universe, whatever it is that you believe that it is, whether it's consciousness, whatever you believe that it is, there is only one. And there is one mother. Because if there is a father, There is a mother. And they are both pissed. Because we've done some bad, bad, bad things. Around the world, not just in the chase. Around the world. I'm no innocent. Have no idea why God chose me. I'm a sinner like everybody else is. But I know my sins. And I faced them. And you could tell me my sins, and what do you want me to do? Do you think I'm going to feel shame? Do you think I'm going to feel worry? Do you think I'm going to back off? No. Because I faced them. I know who I am. Because I look for the truth. And the truth, they say, will set you free. And some people don't want to handle the truth. I was seriously considering writing a kind of FF today just so he would sign over his truck. To succeed in nature, you must harness its energy. Yeah, and there's well, going forward, there'll be a energy force, whatever. And I get, the impression that, people know about it. People have this information. People talk about the Akashic Library, and people talk about this ancient knowledge. And there are people who know about it, but it's not in their best interest to let the world know about it. But the world will know. And those people, the big children, mum and dad are going to have a word with them. And the little children, mum and dad are going to let go out and play. They'll no longer be trapped. So you people who think that little children are those little children that you prey on, and you think that little children mean something sinister in the Bible, no. It just distinguishes between those up to 19, whatever, and those older, those ones that should know better, those bigger children that should look after the little children. So people who have been already taken down, some of them, these pastors or whatever, who are preaching bullshit, who pretend, just like the chase, we have people who pretend to be godly and do the right thing and aren't at all, and do the wrong thing. These people will be brought out into the open. Around the world. I'm not just talking about the chase, around the world. And governments around the world, they better start to look after their own. In America, look after the Americans. In England, look after the English. In Scotland, look after the Scottish. In Wales, look after the Welsh. In Ireland, look after the Irish. In Australia, look after the Australians. And by that, I mean everyone. The veterans, the homeless, the children, everyone. And they will be told, you're in power, voted into power to look after the people in your country. You work for the people in your country. You don't work to be rich. You don't work to be rich. The richness you get is by helping those that put you into power. So these things will change around the world. And mum and dad have made sure that that's going to happen. They aren't taking any shit anymore. Literally, they want things to change. And they're not going to send a flood, and they're not going to do all these things that they did before. They are saying, listen, we're going to give you this. This is what you earn. You've proven you can do this. This is what you earn. Now you need to go out and tell these people about the love and why we can't all just get along. And all this corruption is going to stop. Listen, please listen. It can either stop because you know you've been found out, and you truly truly repent and regret, or you're just going to be taken to the naughty step and put there. You don't have a choice. In that, you won't stop. There is no choice that you will or won't stop. You will stop. How you stop is your choice, and how you will be seen by mom and dad. And that goes for dictators and everybody else. It goes for everybody. Doesn't matter how rich you are, what country you're in. The world needs to change. It's that simple. And the veil has been lifted. And as we go through 2025, you will see that. Because mom and dad will make sure. And mom and dad, they have an army. They have a powerful army. They really do. And if you think the devil is on your side, he's in the army too. He's an angel, just like Archangel Michael. When Jesus says, "Get behind thee, Satan," it means you follow me. I'm in charge. So the world is going to change. And this is way deeper and way more than anybody thought. But the thrill of the chase is life. And God gave us a taste of it, about the greed, about those that have been abused, about those that have passed on because of this. A small portion of what happens in the world. And God is saying, those that are righteous and just, and those that aren't, will be found out and separated. So the little children aren't tiny little children. And the big children should know better. So this has never been about me, as I've said hundreds of times. Excuse me. Hey Zozo, you really need to step away from to a man-made book as your spirit. No, you need to listen, Zozo. I aren't playing. I'm not playing. You can believe what you want to believe. Believe what you want to believe, which I've just said 100 times. God could be anything. The universe, the aliens, whatever it is. But there is a power. There is a power. Doesn't matter what you believe it is. There is a power. I refer to that power as God. But it could be, a little grey alien. It could be the universe. It could be the spirits. It could be anything. Whatever floats your boat. But it can't be nothing. And that will be proven. This is where discernment is useful. Keep all trust people to have their own mind and respect them for believing. Yeah, just believe what you want to believe. But I was going to go somewhere. I can't remember what it was. Trust no one. That's what Forrest said. It's like, don't nobody listen to me. Hang on, let me read these. Respect them to believe they do. Cues, tools. Don't know what that is. I guess preaching. No, I'm not a preacher. That's the last thing I am. I'm no better than anybody else, but I'm no worse than anybody else. Things work out for you. It's not working out for me. I'm all right. Which God are you talking about? Do you know what any God says? Well, you'll see what God I'm talking about. It doesn't matter what God it is. It just matters that there is a power that has had enough. And he is outing these, whatever you want to call them, bad people, unjust people, whatever you want to call them. They will be outed. And the truth and love and everything else will be, on this earth in 2025. And we will, get along. I mean, I'm not naive. There's still going to be bad things that go on. But overall, 2025 and 2024, the difference, it's all mythology. Okay, well, when it happens, in the present, then come back and see me. And you don't have to believe a single word I say. I don't care whether you believe me or not. I'm just telling you what I feel has happened and will happen because of a force that nobody understands. Now, people saying, oh, you need to predict something that's going to happen in the future. You need to predict something that's going to happen in the future. Well, I'm telling you, this feeling of togetherness that we haven't had for years, it'll come back. This being able to just discuss topics without falling out, it'll come back. This crazy DEI, all the other stuff, well, the truth is going to come out for the truth. And if you don't want the truth, there's something wrong. There's something wrong with you if you don't want the truth. Literally, there's something wrong with you if you don't want the truth. And that's all I've tried to say. This is the truth. This is what's happened. Like, this is what's happened. Now, at some point, mom and dad are going to have to prove that they can do miracles to let everybody know that mom and dad are in charge and they are not happy. So there will be miracles. And, you don't have to believe it, but there will be. When I was just a little boy, looking for the salt to put on my salt in my mother's, not knowing what it was, I put somewhere in there. Yes, regret that decision. For this community, the public I do not trust. Forrest said, don't trust anyone. And you know who you are. You know exactly, if you ever see this, you know exactly who you are. I told the whole community. I didn't even tell Forrest to solve because he said, don't trust anyone. Don't trust anyone. This is the person that set up the chase. And you think I'm naive and stupid. I'm just, this kind-hearted, idiot. I tell you that I didn't even tell Forrest what the solve was. That I wasn't going to America and I wasn't going to, go looking for a chest. And you believe that I'm stupid enough to give you the code that you needed to get my money. Like, who's the fool? I tell you, I am not going to give the person who set up the chase any information because he said don't even trust him. And you think that I am stupid enough to give you the answer, to give you a password, and then to let you set up that account and let you take money from it. Let you have the house and everything else. What the heck goes through your head when I am telling you I know what the answers are and I know what you're doing in my videos? Like, you have to be, I don't know, really greedy or really, like, I don't get you people, as I've said all the time in my videos. I don't get you. I'm telling you, I didn't give Forrest any information because he said don't trust him. I'm telling you who's who. I'm telling you all of this. And while I'm telling you it, knowing that you're doing something underhanded, you carry on doing it. Even though I'm telling you, I know I can't trust you. Because I couldn't even trust the person who set up the chase. And I'm hoping, I'm founded, I know now, I'm hoping that you will go, oh, hang on a minute, why has he told me then? If he doesn't trust the person who set up the chase with $2 million chest or whatever it was when I came into it, if he doesn't trust that person, why would he trust me? Why would he give a random person who could have been anybody after the answer and the password? Why would he give that to anybody? if he doesn't trust Forrest? Because I was supposed to give you it. Mom and Dad said, give you it. See what happens. So I waited. Remember, Forrest said you had to wait. Don't know where I'm going. I only know I've got to get there. Hurry up and wait. So there I was, hurrying up and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for you people to stop talking shit about me, to stop taking out loans in my name, to stop putting life insurance policies out, to stop fucking having accidents in cars, to stop living in the house, to stop doing all of these things that you're doing, to stop doing sex magic and black magic, to stop fucking parties, to stop all of this bullshit that you were doing. And see that you're not getting away with it. You're not. You're just not. And you know that you're not because of what's on the front picture of this video. You know that you're not. So, and that's just for the chase. That's not, for the Bidens of the world and the Kamala Harrises of the world and the BlackRock of the world and those elites and Masons and everything else. The world is going to change. It's that simple. We're in the age of Aquarius. And for some reason, there was a divine treasure hunt. You say the right things, but you don't listen. Made for the chosen one. Made for one person. A job interview, etc., etc., etc. Like you were told what the answers were. You were told what it was all going to be about. And you ignored it all and went, oh, I'm the solver, I'm the solver, I'm the solver. So hang on a minute, look at the information you've just been putting out. It's made for one person. It was a job interview. But you're the solver. There was a chosen solver. Not by Forrest Fenn. There was a chosen solver. However this came about. There was an abundance. However this came about. It's not about $1 million. And this abundance is for the world, not for one person. But you people, not all of you, you know who you are, you thought that you could take God's abundance from God's chosen when God says, touch not my anointed. And you unalived an earth angel already. And the person who did it has marks where they were attacked with a knife. And there is evidence still that you didn't clean up. And you think you can get away with it because no one was there and you all got together and you covered it up. And yet, there are spirits everywhere. Spirits of a dead young person who wants people to know what happened to them. There's a construction site where something will be found. There's a knife that will be found. There's evidence that will be found. Not the knife, other evidence that you missed when you're frantically cleaning up. And it will be found because it's already written. It doesn't matter what you do. It's already written. All you can do is repent and ask for forgiveness. It's already written. As I tried to tell you over and over and over again, far too soon, said a whisperer on K-Pro Show with Ryan Bavetta. Ryan Bavetta asked, It's like, how does the poem know these things? And I tried to tell you, the poem knows the answer. The answers I already know. And you kept on, and you kept on, and you kept on. And I kept coming back and doing another video and doing another video. And people like Hush Whisperer come along and go, why are you still doing this? Why are you still doing it? Because it's already written. Like, you think that I don't know when you come onto the chat, you think I don't know? I know. When you're nice to me, I know. It's like, if you want to know, just ask the poem. I've told you over and over. If you want to know about yourself, ask the poem. See what the poem says about you. Type in your name, not type in your name, look at your name in there and read what it says. And then go, oh yeah, I did that. Or, oh yeah, that was my life. I remember that happening. Tim, I missed Tim. Hi Tim. I was just talking about Tim himself, so I think the other Tim. The Smart blah 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 program has, hey Geoduck, on their website a plan to irrigate Pacific Palisade. Oh, there you go. Just ask it to rain. What is Mary going on about? I don't know what I'm going on about, but I do know that it will happen. Whatever I'm going on about will happen. Not as darling as most probably think. After all, I am human too. We are all human. Well, somebody told me I wasn't human. Somebody told me I was otherworldly. That, I shouldn't be able to do or think or say the things that I do. This is real. So AB, LA has a lot to answer for. Failure to acknowledge needs of future events is criminal. Yeah, but this is what's being highlighted. This is what this is all about. But these, I want to say crimes against humanity. That's what I want to say, not catastrophes. Like, these things are done on purpose. And the way that the earth is being ravaged now hasn't gone down with Mom. She is not impressed. Like, her ecosystem is screwed because people are trying to play God. They're trying to affect the weather and do these things. And the earth is suffering and people are suffering. And people in power don't give a shit. They just want more power and more money. Not strangers came, lived by the chase. Hey, Bill. With nature's gifts content, their cooling quenches the raging thirst. Doctors and drugs and medicines are on there. Yeah, so we're going back to that. Possibly magic, rocks and, crystals and stuff like that, because, don't need the drugs. Not all the drugs. There is a better way, a different way, that's been hidden from us. And all this information that has been hidden, I believe, is supposed to come out. I'm no one. But like I say, I am no worse than anybody and I am no better than anybody. So if you're a narcissist, you're not the best person, because I'm as good as you. As good as you. So that makes at least two of us. And if you're the poor man on the street who has no home and nothing, and I'm as good as you as well. But I can walk with both of you, and I have no fear wherever I am. And I can walk with you if you're worth billions, and I can walk with you if you're worth nothing. And I can walk with you if you're a man of God, and I can walk with you if you're a man of the devil. Trust me. Trust me. The devil has my back. Trust me. If I need something from him, I will fucking ask him and he will give it me. Because we have been together for 60 years or more. But he knows we work for someone else. And he knows, don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. It's that simple. Now, apparently, God loves me. The devil loves me. My ancestors love me. The spirits love me. Past loved ones love me. And they all want to help me create a beautiful planet and a peaceful planet. That's their goal. That's their goal. Including the devil. Now, they're still going to be bad because yin and yang, but it's going to be controlled. It is going to be controlled. Now, you might not believe me, and I don't care if you do or you don't. I really don't. As I've said 100 times, this is not about me. There is nothing in this that is about me. This is about everybody. This is about the planet. This is about the universe. This is about the multiverse. This is about each plane of existence. This is about whatever force has created all of it is fucking pissed. With a capital P. So, I still, even now, even after you people trying to do what you're doing, I still love you people. And I don't want anyone hurt. And there's nothing I can do about that now. You have made your bed and you have to lie in it. Literally. Literally. But I'm just asking, please stop hurting yourself. Please. Please stop hurting your family. Please. For those other people who I don't know, and you know who they are, and you know how to get in touch with them, and they know how to get in touch with someone else, and they know how to get in touch with someone else. At some point in the very near future, things are going to happen. And I may be loved. I'm definitely going to be hated. Definitely. And I don't give a fuck. I'm definitely going to be hated. And it doesn't bother me. Because I've been hated for the last 3 years. You think I don't know? I know. I know. You think I'll be bothered if I'm hated for the next 3 years? No. 10 years? No. 20 years? No. If you think the things that God has in store for me that will upset you will bother me? No. And it will upset some. But it's not my choice. It is not my choice. It's already been planned for me. And I will. Absolutely will. With everything that I have. With the metal and resolve, the tenacity, the shifting, the drifting, the adjusting, the moving with confidence. Yep, I'm going to do all of that. With my intuition, my discernment, my support. I don't know what I call them. Archangel Michael, what do I call him? My friend, my security guard, my, I haven't even heard of these things before. Like I knew Gabriel, Metrodon. Sorry if I got that wrong. Metrodon. Like there are angels I'd never even heard of that are protecting me. It's like, who the heck is that? Now, I don't mean any disrespect, but it's like, what? And my ancestors never heard of that from Egypt. What the heck is that all about? Breaking generational curses. What's that all about? Like, I never knew any of this. And I didn't ask for any of this, and yet I did. Because I asked for the truth. I asked for the solution. And I didn't know, asking for the solution to God, to the universe, to whatever it is, he gave me the solution to everything. He gave me the truth to everything. The truth to everything. Everything. The truth to everything. And I didn't know I asked for that. But apparently, lost in translation, I don't know. But that's what I was given. I was given the eyes to see all this bullshit that's going on. It doesn't make any sense. 100% completely. Is Richard in? Hi, Richard, if you didn't know you were here. Oh, there he is. Richard, hey, good. They will hate me too, Mario. Sending love your way. Thanks, Frank. I received that wholeheartedly. So, yeah, at some point, the eyes will see. It's what God does. He has to perform the miracles to make people believe that he can do these things. And then they believe for a while, and then, they go off and do what they do. Damn right, you have to control. Putting the band together, Frank Alisa, David B. Who? I developed 4 question many to remove religion. It belongs to... Yeah, I'm not talking about religion. Why are you talking about religion? There is no religion. There's God. He exists. That's it. It exists. That exists. The thing that we call God, whether it's the universe, whatever it is, it exists. That doesn't belong to a religion. There is no religion there. There's a spirituality there, but there's no religion. Like, God is not classed under one religion. He's just God. He's in many religions, and they just give it a title. That's like me saying, I don't know anyone that does American football. Imagine your best coach of the best team. Imagine that. And you say, yeah, that's it. This is what you should follow. And somebody else says, no. The Bengals are the best. And somebody says, no, the Broncos are the best. And somebody says, no, the Miami Dolphins are the best. It's like, well, that's your opinion. The person who invented American football, being the number one, the person that invented it, that's the number one. And everything else is just everything that everybody made up. But the person that invented the football, that person exists. May not be here now. And when I say football, I use the term loosely because it's just, throw a ball around. That person still exists. Like, you're taking non-facts and making them facts. You're calling something football when it's nothing to do with football. But the person who invented it still exists. That's the truth. There's the truth. So that is the one God. That does exist. That person created it. That's it. He exists. Everything else under that you call religion, maybe, football, whatever it is, you lot made up. Everybody made up their own version of it. And choose to say that that's the one that counts, or that's the one that counts. No, bloke who invented it is the one that counts. That's it. That's where it starts and ends. Has nothing to do with everything else that came after that. Nothing to do with anything else that came after that. That's just your opinion. That's just what you chose. And you will argue that your team is the right team and everybody should follow that team because it's the best team. No. Everybody should follow the person that invented it in the first place. The person that created it. That's the team to follow. Because that's the original. That's the one and only. The person that invented it, the person that made it, the person that created it, that's it. Everything else that you choose to believe after that is what you make up. What you put on your sons and daughters and what they put on their sons and daughters and what they put on their sons and daughters. And you get away from the person who actually invented it. And you get away from the real truth. The real truth is not the Miami Dolphins are the best football team and blah, 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 and he's the best coach. The best coach is the person who invented the game in the first place. So you have to go to the truth. Find out what the truth is. And there's always only one creator, even if two people created it. It becomes a whole thing. Mum and dad is God, or the universe is God, or whatever you want to believe is God. Whoever the creator is, whatever the creator is, that's God. Whoever invented American football, he is the God of football. That's it. Whoever invented English football, he is the God of English football. Whoever invented hockey is the God of hockey. Whoever invented blah, blah, blah is the God of that. But whoever invented all of it is God. However that is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what that is. It just matters that something invented all of it. There has to be a creator. There has to be. Because that's what the facts say. There has to be a creator. Now, people say Darwin. Bullshit. Then we get all the other bullshit that we've been told. These people, made the pyramids by dragging, 1,000 people dragging this slab around. Bullshit. Now, if you're going to think up a story about how the pyramids were made, think of something better than that. Because you're not going to get 1,000 people and 60 oxen or whatever it is dragging a 40-ton block, wherever it is, up a ramp and then sliding it into place better than we can do today with better accuracy. Like, it hasn't just been placed there and left there. It's like perfect alignment. It's like bullshit. And it's God's ratio. Excuse me. It's like, and that exists in everything in nature. God's ratio exists in nature. It's like, it's not random. You may think it's random, but it's not random. And the further you go into it, the more scientific it becomes. Like, the more it becomes digitalized, like the Matrix or whatever you want to call it. So science and religion are like this, and over the years, they're getting closer. Because when you go through the numbers, the math, or whatever you want to call it, it becomes more probable that it was all created. It was created. That's the probability. That life in the universe and the multiverse and everything else that we come to understand has been created. And mum and dad, they're pissed that you don't recognize that. And they're even more pissed that you try to hide the fact of what the truth is. I've gone on, this is going to be a really quick thing. God is now a who, God is an it. Well, I don't know, you can call God whatever you want to call God. But it has to be. So you're going by what? You're going by the religion side of it. That God is a who. And God may well be a who. He can be a who. But I'm going by, there has to be a creator. And we should not argue whether it's a who or what on it or whatever. We should just say, look, there is a creator. Just like the person who invented the American football or the hockey or the whatever. There has to be the one person. So you have to find the facts that lead you to that one person. Or that one thing. Or whatever created it. You have to take every bit of information to take you to that point. And in every religion, they say there is a God. So why in every religion is there a God, but they all have different ways to get to that God? That's pathetic. Now, I'm aware that, if you're in different parts of the world, you interact with, you interact with them, but maybe at different times. And maybe you call them different names because you speak different languages, etc., etc., etc. So I understand that. But events like the flood, there's a flood in all religions. So you can take that as a fact and factor that in as part of, if you want a religion, That's part of it. And Jesus obviously exists because there's proof that he exists, so you have to factor that in as well. And then you can start to build up a picture of truth of what may or may not have happened. But you have to remember the church are the ones that killed Jesus. These law people, these elders, took him to Pontius Pilate and said, yeah, kill him. Save Barabbas and kill this innocent, humble, loving person. Kill him. We people of the church, we Jews, whatever it is that it was, we tell you, Pontius Pilate, a Roman, to kill this kind person who's done nothing wrong, who Pontius Pilate was told, don't call him the King of the Jews. And he says, well, that's what he says he is. So I'm going to call him the King of the Jews. These people who are supposed to be church people, law people, who give out the laws and the elders, they killed Jesus and saved Barabbas. So what? And then they want you to believe in the church. They want you to believe in the lawmakers. It's like, what? You're the people that sent him to the cross. You're the people that said, no, save Barabbas, kill him. It's like, just look at the facts. So, there's too many things that you need to look at to understand what's actually been said. And then you have to go, well, actually, nobody was there. For some of it, nobody was there. Like, anybody could have wrote this. All this other stuff, anybody could have wrote it. And they choose to just tell you certain parts of it, not everything. So I try to go with the truth. What can be proven? What out of all of the Bible, what can actually be proven and what could just be hearsay? Like if it's in a court, what could be hearsay? What's real? And what's just, well, he said, she said, he said, blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know, religion, you call it what you want. I'll just say, spiritual. Something there can't be explained. I'm not trying to keep it in your heads. You're trying to keep it in your head. You don't have to believe anything. Nothing. I'm just giving you facts. You choose what you want to do with those facts. Oh, that's bullshit. Jesus didn't exist. If that's what you think, that's what you think. I don't care. But it is provable that science and religion are getting closer. And when I say science and religion, I don't mean science and religion. I mean science and God are getting closer. Because religion is like the football teams. There's so many of them. Like which is the best and which is the best coach? Well, to me, these coaches are just priests, vicars, bishops. But you have to take it back to source. All you need now, man, is an organ and choir. No, I'm not religious. Again, obviously, doth protest too much. No, I'm not preaching any religion to you. There is no religion here. I'm not saying you have to think Christian. I'm not saying you have to think Catholic. I'm not saying you have to think Hindu or Muslim or anything else. I'm just saying everything's been created. It's been created. But you can choose what you want to think with that. But it's been created. And you can say it was an alien, and you can say it's the universe, and you can say it's God, and you can say it's whatever you want to say it is. But everything has been created. Told you long ago, you do you. The organ they play in church are defensive because you are telling me what to think. Yeah, don't argue about it, Dave. It's not worth it. People are allowed to believe what they want. I'm not going to argue with anyone. I haven't done. I've just said, look, here are the facts. Believe it or not, I don't care. I am not going to judge you. I don't give a monkeys. I really don't. I'm not going to judge you, whatever you think. If you're an atheist and you don't believe in God at all, I don't care. If you're a Hindu and you believe in that, I don't care. Muslim, I don't care. If you're a Christian, I don't care. I accept that your opinion of your life and your views is different to mine. And I'll discuss, the pros and cons of it, and that's it. But I don't care. I don't care whether you believe mine. Alberti, how you doing? Oh, you haven't missed anything. I'm being accused of being a preacher. Well, I've been accused of a lot of things, so I don't care. I really don't. Like some of the stuff that's been said about me, I haven't got to worry. And some of the stuff that's real about me, I haven't got to worry. Religion is a mob mentality. Like, I'm not talking about religion. You people are. I'm not. I'm talking about there is a creator. It has nothing to do with religion. Absolutely nothing to do with religion. Religion is just another football team. Religion is just Miami Dolphins versus Cincinnati Bengals, whatever they're called. That's it. That's religion. There's Christians, there's Catholics. The LA Raiders. Blah, 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 blah. Here's another religion. Here's another religion. Here's another religion. I'm not talking about religion. You lot are. I don't give monkeys about religion. If you start saying holy water, I want it on that hustle. Dolphins again. Yeah, dolphins are good things. They're pretty intelligent. Time keeps on slipping on. Yeah, I don't think we're going to break much longer. Well, David B, you are way better than that. I don't know what was said. I don't know why you fall out over it. It's like universe is a living God. There you go. There's like, if you want to believe the universe is God, then believe the universe is God. If you want to believe the aliens are God, then believe the aliens are God. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't change anything other than the fact that, somebody invented American football. there was something someone or something that invented it. Like, that's the source. That's where you go to all the time. It doesn't matter about all of these other football teams. Well, loosely used football teams. It doesn't matter about all of them. They're all just the religions that came from this one person. So, worship the one person that invented the game. You haven't got to worship the rest of the people. That's just their take on what this one person, invented or created. $50. $50. I'll give you $50. Love you long time. Mary tells us what you think the poem says about Netflix, if anything at all. Thanks. At some point, the information will come out. Part of the information that come out has been bullshit, and part of the information that's come out has been true. There's always been a narrative to this. I don't think that it's been, the whole story, probably half-truths, and some just, outright lies to cover the deception. There's 3 women involved in this that are, the main culprits, and they know who they are. I just feel that they had enough opportunities to stop, to look in the mirror, and I just find it difficult to believe that with everything that I said, in each time that they did something different, they couldn't see the connection. And it's at the point now where they're suffering, which, makes me suffer a little bit, because, I'm not about, inflicting pain or hurt or misery on people. That's not what I do. I'll fight if I've got to fight, but no. And I'm trying to stop people literally, probably becoming homeless, in prison, losing loved ones, like crazy stuff that they wanted to happen to me. And that's just that's not me. I don't want that to happen. So they just have to stop, and they won't. And that's up to them. And I'm at the point where I'm pissed that they don't stop. So any compassion, is leaving me, because, like I said, I'm behind a bulletproof screen, and they're shooting at me to try and take me out, and the bullet hits them when it rebounds, and they blame me. So what? And each time they shoot and it hits them, they blame me for getting hit by the bullet. And I get it. I don't get it. I tell them, they're not affecting me. It's not affecting me. And they still try. So you can't hide from it. It's already out. Like, people already know. You can't hide from it. And nothing you do will change whatever's going to happen. Even if you manage to succeed, which, it's not going to happen. Even if you succeeded, what's the best that could happen? You end up in prison. You end up losing all your money. You end up losing your family. You end up losing your wife. You end up losing whatever it is, fake wife or whatever it is. You end up losing it all. Even if you succeed, you will not get the abundance, because it's God's. He won't give you it. Like, you're trying to obtain it in a bad way. That's not what was supposed to happen. And it's like, I don't get it. Like, there's only one creator who created this, who wants the abundance for the earth, not just for one person, or 3 people, or 10 people, or 12 people, however many people there is. He wants it for everybody. And it wouldn't matter if you succeeded, against me and tried to body swap, ID swap, whatever you call it. God is not going to give you it. Like, you're never going to be the chosen. Whatever games you try to play, you're never going to be the chosen. Ever. Ever. Even if I said to you, here, take my identity, be me, have my light, even if I said all of that, it wouldn't happen. God would not give you it. He would just take it back off you. I can't give you it. I tried to give you everything that I could. I absolutely tried. And I tried to tell you, without going against what's supposed to happen, without giving anybody the answers, but trying to give you the answers. Nothing. That's crazy. But did you have surgery? If so, how are you? Oh, I don't know. Is that Bill? I think Bill had surgery, if that's who you're talking about. Rocky Mountain High, wasn't that a program? No God gives anyone anything. Okay, so what are you going to say, Zozo, if, when this chase is over, somebody gets an abundance? Who gave that abundance? Whoever did this, whoever solved it, they end up getting an abundance. Who actually gave that abundance? Bro, Regga, kiss the back of my toe to home. Miss Sam. I don't know whether you're trying to reference Lake Tahoe there. The California fires are great examples. Yeah, they're great examples of humans trying to play God. That's what they are. Like those storms were great examples of humans trying to play God, controlling the weather for the sake of minerals or for the sake of hiding information. It just so happens that these fires happen and you don't have the facilities to put it out. Wait, what? Now, these elite, I bet they got all their stuff out of there that they wanted out of there, and then I bet they make insurance claims on the rest. Not going to be much worse off, are they? They probably don't even live in half the homes. Just, probably 6 weeks a year or something, if that. And even if they did, I don't believe this is. Well, I'd hope it's not retribution by God. But if that's what, you're trying to imply, then I don't know. But, some of these people will deserve what they get. What about the air that you breathe? The water? Yeah, it's just, just without water. Like, yeah, both, Davey, you're right. The air and the water. It's like, this was made to such a perfect balance that every creature on this earth, every atom, neutron, whatever they're all called, helps support this biosphere, whatever we call it, biosphere. And when you start removing parts of that, it all starts to fall apart. And without the air and without the water, nothing. Well, there might be something, but life exists in all parts of this planet, even under the ocean. And some life exists that you wouldn't, you would think it was impossible, but it's there and it has a reason. It's like people take for granted the trees, but the trees filter the air. It's like they're not just there to look pretty; they have a job to do. Like, it's an organic air filtering system. Like, and you think that's just coincidental? And you think it's coincidental that you're cutting down all the trees? And I don't believe global warming is why we're having the problems that we are. But you're cutting down the trees, and we have an issue. It's like they're there for a reason. They were built for a reason. They were put there for a reason. So each creature depends on another creature to survive, and then we get up to us. And we create creatures in order that we live better. Like, we have more chickens, and we have cows, and we have sheep, and we have whatever it is. We play God with them in order that we can eat them. So it'd be weird if a lion could do the same, like create deer and create antelope and create whatever they eat. So for me, this is all about balance, harmony, peace, everything Forrest was talking about, all getting along. That's all this is about. And people don't want that. People want to be in charge. People want to rule. People want to have power. People want to keep the masses, down. And they're using not very nice methods to do that. But all those are going to change. The world will change. The way we see the human lifestyle will change to the way that it was long time ago. Before we had big farms and stuff like that. Our kids want to grow up and be YouTube stars. They don't want to grow up and be doctors, nurses, firemen, policemen. They don't want to be those things anymore. Well, what are we going to do? these, if kids want to grow up and they don't want to be those things, who's going to do those jobs? And if they do those jobs, there is no incentive or desire to be good at it. They're just doing a job like everybody else does a job. Like to be a nurse, to be a doctor, to be those people, yet you have to want to help people. Excuse me. And if you don't want to help people, we're stuffed. We're stuffed. Like if you don't want to be a policeman to help people, we're stuffed. If you don't want to be a fireman to help people, we're stuffed. Like these firemen are like getting, traffic cones and trying to throw water onto bloody fire because there's no water from the hydrants. Like they're doing it because it's their job. They feel they have a duty to do this. But if our kids don't want to do those jobs, should they be in the same situation? They just sit behind and watch the place burn. They won't care. It's not their job to, fill up plastic bags and fill up traffic cones and whatever to throw water on the fire. That's not my job. My job is to plug this hose in and, away I go. So the world needs to change. I'm fine and high. Ooh, cool. Let's redirect human thought to view true facts. We can do this. That's exactly what I just said. That's 100% what I just said. Go by the facts. The facts are there has to be a creator. There was a flood. There was a person named Jesus, etc., etc., etc. You have to go down those. That doesn't say religion. That just says these events happened in different religions. There are different religions about the same person, Jesus Christ. What? How does that work? How can you have the main character? That's like saying this main character is in 3 different films, which have nothing to do with each other. What? Well, why is the main character in it then? Why have you got 3 different stories about the main character? And each one of them are true. Each one of them is the real version of the film. What? If there's one main character, then surely the life of that main character has to be one film. Can't be 3 different stories about the main character that you're supposed to believe and go by. So, religion is one thing and truth is another. And the light shone on the black light across the planet. Yes. Yep. Start a new born again, can you? Right, straight. I don't know what all that is. One, smell weed. Hey, Street, I didn't know you're here. Hello, hello, hello. I smell weed. Weed? What was that? Bill and Ben? Did you ever watch that? Lubba dubba lubba lubba. Weed. Weed. So basically, if Zork from another dimension ruins Earth, then that's the answer, and the rest are censored. So basically, if Zork from another planet, from another dimension ruins Earth. Well, no, because Dave would make sure that Superman came in and saved the day. So even that, like, you can believe that Superman is not possible, and it's just a story, and that, we all know that that is the case. But who's to say that mankind in the future could not be, some type of Superman? Because consciousness is, we're not using our brains to the full potential that they're supposed to be used. And who's to say that we can't do amazing things if we tap into that? Who's to say we couldn't be Merlin? Who's to say we couldn't do, magic tricks? Who's to say that we couldn't, be the last airbender? Imagination is more important than knowledge. So if we could harness the imagination, and create our own matrix. If you could control the universe, you could make anything happen. Anything. If you believed, you can make anything happen. There's 4 of them. I don't know what that's for. 4 women or 4 something else? 4 corners of the earth? 4, no. 4 corners in America. You ready for the second coming of snow to Main Street? We already got fruit. Yeah, we've still got snow on the ground. Crap. Don't like snow. But you won't find it in snow, so it's all good. So I do not need it. Oh, not going to read that. I hope you're fair. You back in Puerto Rico Street? Uh-oh. That's where the warm water is. There's warm water in Puerto Rico. And if you knew why, you'd know. You just know. Need LSD to make the stars spin. It's pretty cool. High Priestess is in your title. Yes. So, yeah, someone's trying to mess with the priestesses, and ain't gonna happen. I only know of one priestess, but there are other priestesses that somebody's trying to mess with, and it ain't gonna work. And they're trying to dabble in the energy of these people, and they think that, I don't know, it's just crazy. It's like you've been told what the answer is. You've received back what you've put out. You know it won't work. It doesn't matter how, powerful. It doesn't matter who you get. It doesn't matter what method they use, which country they come from. It doesn't matter whether they, from the Congo. It doesn't matter whether they're in Australia. It doesn't matter whether they're in Dubai. It doesn't matter if they're Asian, which, happened as well. It doesn't matter. It isn't going to work because their power is not as strong as the ultimate power. It just isn't. It's like it's a fly coming up against a swatter. It just ain't going to work. Like the fly might have the best intentions in the world to do something amazing, and it attacks the fly swatter, and that's it. End of. And it doesn't matter how many flies you get to go against that fly swatter, the fly swatter always wins. So yeah, there are let's say there's the mother, who is one of the 3, and then there are 2, and then in that you have police, you have judicial, whatever that word is. Like you have corrupt people, and then you have an estate agent, then you have a lawyer, you have a judge. You have all these people coming together trying to do something. And in order for all of that to happen, they're trying to get the energy and take out these people and, use past people. And, in some cases they've been caught trying to put photos in coffins and stuff. It's like they're never going to learn. that what they're doing isn't going to work because they're not hidden. Everything is seen. Everything is seen. Everything is heard. Everything is seen. Everything's recorded. You know, they know that they threw the stuff on the golf course in a pond. They know that they hid the knife. They know that there's a barrel that isn't where a construction site is. It's like everything's known, everything's seen. And it's all coming to light because now's the time. And while you think you're hidden away and you're doing all these things in secret, you're not. Absolutely not. You're absolutely not doing it in secret. Absolutely not. And it doesn't matter what I keep telling you, it doesn't matter what I know. It really doesn't matter what I know. And it doesn't matter what you do to me. And this is not about me, as I've told you 100 times. It really doesn't matter. What matters is you and the Most High, the higher hand, the person that wrote this, the person that did this, the architect. Forrest only felt like an architect. The architect, the only architect, the creator of everything, the higher hand that wrote it, the big boss, whatever you want to call it, however you want to explain it. Nothing is hidden. Nothing. Not even the treasure. The treasure was in plain sight. You just couldn't find it because you're looking in the wrong place. You won't find it where you're looking. You just couldn't find it because it's right in front of you. And you took no notice of it. And those that knew what it was, you sent all this, whatever you want to call it, not worth, who tried to use all of that. It's like, what are you doing? Like if it just went, yeah, okay, Mary, we have that, and you set it up and you let it happen, then whatever divine timing for that to take place may have took place. But the way I see it, I was meant to be in the cold. I was meant to go through this. And you were meant to do what you were supposed to do. So how can I be angry at you for doing what you're supposed to do? How can I be angry at you for making me who I am now? And you say that God gives nothing to nobody. There are plenty of people out there that say God did give them something. There are plenty of celebrities out there that say, and when I say God, Jesus, whatever, however you want to, discuss it. And there are plenty of people out there that say, oh, the devil gave me this. You're prepared to believe in the devil and do these things and let the devil give you it, but you say that God can't and God doesn't exist. It's like, what? That don't make sense. Bearing in mind that the devil is an angel of God. Granted, he's a fallen angel, but he's still an angel of God. He's still a divine masculine. And if you believe that the devil can give you stuff, then you better believe that God can take it away from you. 100%. If God could, leave the devil, on earth or down below earth, however you want to believe it, if you want to believe there's a hell or whatever it is, however you want to believe it, if he can say, no, you're not welcome up here, go down there and mess with them. In my walking cane, the cracker barrel. Ooh. I don't know. Well, I've always said that but is an important word. And you will see how important that word is, because a but is a barrel. And that barrel will be very important. Very important. Could wipe everything out if probably has been made. But again, we scientists, well, our scientists, whatever, have a limited understanding of life, the universe, and whatever those statements are. And the power of the universe hasn't even been, understood. So it's possible that you can drink poison and still live if you have enough faith in the universe, in God, or whatever, Jesus, whatever you want to call it, Allah, whatever, because you can change it. So you change the poison into water, like water into wine, whatever it is, however, whatever those things are that you want to believe. If you have enough faith to do it, and you believe that you're Merlin, the magician, you can do those things. Or Moses with the snake thing that he threw down, or parting the Red Seas. If you believe that you can do those things will happen. However you want to look at that. And, that's what I'm saying. I did everything on my own, but did I? I don't think I did. I think I didn't do this on my own. There's no way I've done this on my own. You ask these people that have tried to fucking get the stuff. Do they believe that I did it? That I went, oh, return to sender, and it went back to them, and they suffered? Or do they believe that a higher hand had something to do with it? Or that Archangel Michael had something to do with it? Or that ISIS had something to do with it? See, they're messing with the wrong people. Like the person they're messing with, they deserve a throne. And they're coming back to claim that throne. The same throne that Forrest talked about. The same purple that Forrest had. Like all the evidence is there from Forrest. All of it. Like, if you have a third eye, does it matter if your eyelids are closed? Of course it doesn't. My eyes open. It's my eyelids that are closed. Like Forrest told us. In many different ways. And you don't see and you don't hear. But it's right there in front of you. And I told you about Egypt. And I told you to watch the video about information that's hidden from us. This is probably 2, 3, 4 years. I don't know how many years ago it was, but it was a long time ago. I even told Candy to watch it. She didn't. But I gave you the information, all of it, every single bit of it. Every answer. I gave you every answer. And not one of you said, okay, fair enough. Speaking of science, science can prove that there is not an invitation. What? What the what? The what? Science can prove that there is not an invitation white. Invitation white guy floating on a city in the sky blue street. But that's religion street. We're not talking about religion. We're just not talking about religion. You must admit the bit that I said, if there was one creator of American football, then that's where you go, to the one creator of the American football. You don't go to the coach of the Miami Dolphins or the coach of the Cincinnati Bengals or the coach of the LA Raiders or the coach of whatever and say that that's the thing that you follow. Everybody should follow this because this coach has this team. You have to go to the person that's at the top. That's the person that you follow. He's the person that you follow. So when you look at this team and say, this is the team, this is what it's all about, this is how you play American football, this is what you should believe in. No. That's what man believes. That's what this certain amount of people believe. These are the experiences of these people. And these people who want the Dolphins, That's their experience. And these people want the Chicago Bears. That's their experience. And they'll swear blind they're the best team and that's what you should do. That you should follow these. And it's like, well, no, because in all of that you've given out this bullshit about all of these different religions, there's a truth. And the truth is, this is the person who invented it. This is the game that was invented. This is the truth. It may not be as glamorous and as glitzy and whatever this bullshit is that you have today, but this is where it stemmed from. This is the truth. The one creator. And that would be the same for hockey, whatever it is. There will only be one creator. For whatever it is that millions of people decide is the one thing that you should follow. This is the team that you should follow. And this is the best way to play it. They play this the best way. This is the right way to do it. And it's, no, this is the best way to do it. And this is the best quarterback. No, this is the best quarterback. This is the best play. No, this is the best play. So none of that matters. That's all bullshit. It started from this bloke. And what he decided was not religion, a way of life, a way of playing the game. That's what you follow. That's what you follow. That's it. Just because it's changed and it's better and it's faster and it's more glamorous doesn't make it the thing to follow. It doesn't. Them are just your choices. You want it to be all this pizzazz stuff when it was just a boring, little game. I don't know how else to explain it. An architect designs the construction of a desired result. Yep. Moses made 10 rules. Forrest had, I think he had 109, didn't he? I wonder what those are. The mirror life scenario is highly likely. Talk about dystopian. Wow. So, everything's highly likely. You just need imagination. That's it. Like Forrest tells you the answer and you just ignore it. But imagination is more important than knowledge. And Einstein said it. Well, if you can imagine it, seriously, I'm not just saying it now. If you can imagine it, it will happen. Like nothing on this earth was made by man, or thought of by man. The idea was given to them by God. We didn't think of it. We went through thousands of years and we couldn't think of it. And then all of a sudden, everything happened all at once almost, or within 100 years or 300 years. No, within 100 years or 200 years. If you can imagine what we did in 200 years, so we're going back to 1800s. If you can imagine what we started at the 1800s and went to now, that evolution, if you want to call it evolution, imagine what we do in another 200 years. Imagine what we do in 2,000 years. Imagine what we do in 10,000 years. You see where we could be? So nothing is impossible. If you can imagine it, time travel probably already happened, but it has happened. So time travel in 1,000 years' time. The human consciousness in 1,000 years' time. Like to be able to be past, present, and future all at the same time. Omnipresent. Bill said it best, always went on about it. Success is an omniscient guru. That's what this is about. So if you want to succeed, be omniscient. If you want to be able to create something, have a good imagination. Because knowledge is something that has been achieved already. And imagination is anything is possible. What if? What if? As opposed to, well, this happens if this, and this takes place. And you get, well, what if this, and 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 this? And then you get the big picture, because that is what this will be about in, the totality of it all. Come on. Be truthful. You want. I don't know what he's talking about there. Good Muslims, don't know. I just told them, don't know. Gurus are Hindu. I don't know. I don't get it. A teacher is a guru. Like a guru is just a term that people use, and it doesn't need to be specific to anything. Like you are a guru if you act in a certain way. Just because, so you can't have a Hindu teacher. Gurus are only meant for Hindus. Crazy, absolutely crazy. And that's the world we're living in. That he, she, them, they, blah blah blah, pronoun, her, whatever. Bullshit. Bullshit. I don't live in that world. I look at the truth. If someone acts like a guru, they're a guru. It doesn't belong in a specific place. It doesn't. A Hindu does, but the guru doesn't. The guru is just a title. That if you act in a certain way, that's what you are. The problem with not even worth talking about. To be fair, it's not even worth talking about. Stupid people think smart people are great. Yep, I agree with that. Stupid people think smart people are crazy. The Forrestism got a little too deep inside without healthy skepticism. Skepticism is that supposed to be? The freaking mouse pad lights up and touchscreen. That's slick. I don't know what that is. He bought a power set for we talk about a computer there of Asus. A guru is a teacher of Hinduism. I'm not even going to go there. Just type in the word guru, see what it says. Wow, that was so cool. The Pope is a Catholic guru. There you go. C Street. It's like, why do you just try and be argumentative for the sake of being argumentative? Just, I don't even bother going there. I also know who Walter is and where he lives. Feel me, JCB. Ah, Walter. Ah, we know who Butler is and where he lives. And what was whispered? The Pope is on. He was supposed to be opening the portal. He probably did, but he didn't realise that I was opening the portal as well. Some of my demons that I came across don't feel too good. Blessed by J2 in 1986 on Vatican Square. What? No, that's just freaked me out. So you don't believe in religion, but you're highlighting the fact you were blessed by John Pope II, whatever it is, John Paul II. That sounds like a hit song, but the Pope is on dope. The Pope is on dope. Everybody knows that the Pope is on dope. Yo, yo, yo. The Pope in the house. The Boy and the Eagle. Lassie episodes 30 and 31. Sage. Oh, another guru. Or a wise man. Or a magi. Or a whatever. Guru as knowledgeable in something versus Hindu guru. Yes. It's not worth arguing about. The guru, I don't know. I don't see why. I just don't get it. It's like Like people trying to get in my energy and they don't realise that I know they're trying to get in my energy. And even if they're not trying to get in my energy and they want to have a discussion, it's pointless having a discussion when they've already made up their answer. But you'll repeat what you say and then I have to try and defend what I'm saying. It's like, well, I don't need to defend what I'm saying. So why go there? Oh. Yeah, like I say, it's not worth arguing about. It's just a word, and it isn't worth to shaman, priest, poetry. Yeah, like I say, it's not worth arguing about. But yeah, who you probably didn't want to mess with anyway, that guru, just for the hell of it. Well, there seems to be more people in chat that disagree with you than just me about what a guru is. So read what chat is saying, and then come back and say that there's only one definition that makes any sense. Because there's more than one definition that makes sense. It's called the White Wizard. I have solved the theme and storyline. I have his playbook indexing now. Cool. I'm pleased for you, Newman, and I hope you're having a wonderful new year. Human large language model. Like, even that, like, you say the word human, but does anybody look up the word hue? I would do all this DEI stuff and all this LGBTQ, blah, 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 blah. I want to be a cat too and a flipping monkey or whatever. Like, just look up the word hue. And it's like, there you go. There's your answer. End of. Like, 2 letters. Like, just look it up. Like, a human. Yeah, I wasn't saying that you're taking my energy. I said get in it. I didn't say you're taking it. Just upset it. People can take your energy? How so? Let's see if you are... What, without a D? Knowledgeable? Of course people can take your energy. Guru is associated to many terms, just like... Uh-oh, where did that go? Witch, shaman, medicine man. Yeah, I'd say it's not worth... I don't really want to get into it. Let's do sex magic together, Mario. No, you've already tried it ages ago. Everybody's been trying it. It's like, no, like, even to the point of a fake pregnancy. It's like, just give it a rest. It's like all the bullshit is just bullshit, which is, probably what the chase has been for most people, just bullshit. And it's like, we've already tried to do that stuff and it hasn't worked. And even if we do it now, it still won't work. Because whoever's in charge of it all won't let it work. But it doesn't matter what I say or do. I will only be allowed to say or do whatever I'm allowed to. Because then it'll just be blocked. That's how it works. Did you feel that? No, you were that quick. Not this time. I thought I blocked everybody, but you must be getting through. Look up the band The Who. Oh, I didn't know there was a band called The Who. The word guru comes from the Sanskrit. Yes, well done. You promise. I've heard that before. Actually, I do have a divine feminine in me, so you might get her pregnant, so I've got to be careful. The Who Wolf Totem official music video. Oh, did you see my wolf on the front? Steep line, fastest than a speeding bullet. So I'm going to make a prediction. Not a prediction. Probably a statement of fact, I suppose, that at some point in the future, I will be entertaining a relationship that has been organized by somebody other than myself. And I don't even know who this person is yet. But I do know that other people know who this person is and they're trying to stop it, and it isn't going to be stopped. So, like, whilst, again, something that I asked for, love, real love, true love, what's that word? Unconditional love. Apparently, because of my efforts, this will happen. But even that's going to come at a cost or a price or whatever it is, because it's not going to be accepted for whatever. I don't know what the reason is. I just know that it's not going to be accepted, but too well. But it's because it helps me in my development, and because this person is going to love me unconditionally for who I am, and I'm going to love them for who they are. And we are two ancient souls from long ago coming together in this timeline now, which was similar to the twin flame that somebody ruined for me, who I still love, and I think loves me. But this person who God has given me, I don't know. And, I won't care what's said. I just won't. But I'm yet to find out what that is. I don't know why that won't be. Like, why I should even worry about that. I don't even know why I should even worry about that. But I have to trust that, whatever's planned is for my good, for their good, for the world's good, for the universe's good, for whatever it is that God has in store for everybody. I have a prediction. Woohoo! I remember when the Who debuted. There you go. Five Leaf knows the Who. I don't know the Who. What are they? American or Chinese or something? I don't know. 1 second of speed equals 2 miss of success. A blind date. So, but apparently a blind date that's going to be my like happiness is the pot. Apparently, forever and ever, love eternal. And like I say, we're thousands of years old, so I mean, we'll probably probably need walking frames, when we go out together because we're that old. But it is what it is, and I'm finding it weird that I'm being told there's a divine feminine in me, which means I would assume, I don't know because I don't know how this works. There's a divine masculine in my partner, which is going to be weird because I'll be sleeping with a bloke. Well, with a girl, but with a bloke inside. If that's how it is, or best case scenario, I'm in love with myself and the divine feminine that's in me, and therefore we'll be together forever, and it won't matter if I'm a divine masculine and she's a divine feminine. Then, like, my self-love means that I love whoever's in me, and I go through life with this woman inside me. So that'd be fun. That'd be different. There were poor, raw, and got hold of video equipment. They were poor, raw, and got. Oh, right. Arranged marriage. Well, I don't know if it's an arranged marriage. I think I'm going to have to go through, unless that person proposes to me, I think it's an arranged meeting, a coming together of two souls. I don't know if it's this is the little argument I have, with God, and He obviously hears me because I shout loud. Like it's like, what, you chose a person for me? Like, how do I know I'm going to like her? Blah blah blah. These sort of things. But what about the getting to know each other? Like what's the first? Like, hi, I hear you and I were meant for each other. Like, what do you like? But they must already know. Like, how can? See, I don't know, but I did the asking, and this love of my life is going to come towards me. But they must. I don't know if they already know everything they need to know about me. Like God's told them, look, this is the sort of bloke you're gonna have to put up with. I just don't know how that's going to work. So it's like difficult. How do you know that I'm going to like this person? And how do you know this person is going to like me? Like, that's just weird. And like, what do I need? Do they know everything about me so they don't need to ask nothing? So basically, I'm just going to spend all my life asking them questions about them. Higher self. Yes, higher self. Think of the ancients, real ancients. Ooh, yes. So along those lines, I could even be him, but he's a he, so I can't be him. But if I was the divine masculine of him, then I would be him. But maybe Isis and Osiris. So if I was Isis, then whoever's coming to me may be Osiris. But I'd rather be Osiris and whoever's coming to me be Isis. Or, anyone, Nefertiti or Tutankhamun or, can't think of the other names. But, I can't remember that far back. I'm not really that old. Maybe you already know them and don't know it. Maybe. But I get the feeling that they know me and they know, that they're going to be with me. I just know that, someone's been chosen because I asked for someone. And because I believed that I was going to get someone. Just like I believed that I was going to solve the poem because I asked to solve it. But I asked to have the answers, and I was given more than I asked for. So that's basically it in a nutshell. Asking and getting more than I asked for. But then you have to be careful what you ask for because, like I said, take you literally. So, I asked for stuff. Basically, I was miffed that I've spent most of my life chasing something and not living my life. Like I can't remember, my childhood, which is probably because they wiped my memory of, whatever these things that I was supposed to do. And so I can't remember that. So that was taken away from me, most of that. I've never really had, lots of money, always, wondering if I'm going to get by, going to get by, going to get by, going to get by. And money seems to be taken away from me more than I can, hold on to it. So I was like, I just want what's mine. I want what's been taken from me. I want what's been taken from me. So I think I'm getting what's been taken from me, but not just what's been taken from me, what's been taken from thousands of years ago. My inheritance from thousands of years ago, all the suffering for all those thousands of years to this point now. Because these people tried to keep my family in this lack mindset. So throughout the generations, these people, my family, through the thousands of years, have tried to keep me in a lack mindset, and they managed to do so for thousands of years to all these other, ancestors in my family, until they came to me. And then, like, so I know they wiped my memory because, well, I think I told you about it. I had the birthday party. Got up and like started crying because didn't say, Father, for what we're about to receive, we are truly grateful. That's the last thing that I remember. So something must have happened that I can't remember. I must have done something that I shouldn't have been able to do, and apparently it's on a video somewhere or recorded. But I did something that was, I should have done, and I can't remember what it was. And then, many years have gone past, and then I'm back again. So I didn't know who I was. My name shouldn't have even been Mario. It should have been Mauro, Mauro. And I was hidden by accident or on purpose, I don't know. And my name is Mars, or Warrior. So I am the warrior, the original Super Mario. I am Mars the Warrior, or I am Maria, I am the peace. So I am the dark and the light in one person. And I don't know if that is what this is about. I have no idea how God worked all this out, how I had to, suffer the way that I suffered in order to be the person that I am now, in order that I got to the point where I just called him out for being who he was. I know that you brought me all this way. You stepped in. You stepped in and you moved me along a little bit, and moved me along a little bit, and moved me along a little bit. Every time my life was getting shitty, and I asked you to help, you helped. And then I got to this point where I was like, right, enough's enough. Enough's enough. I believed wholeheartedly that somebody was helping me. And I believed that there was the power that would be able to do whatever it is that I was asking, would be able to do that. So I asked. And I can't remember exactly what I asked. But in part of it, I said, I want everything, all the money that's been taken from me throughout my whole life, I want it back. Now, I didn't know why I was saying that. I was just saying that. But that's one of the things that I said. And then, love and everything else, The world has to be, this was not the world that it should be. This veil that was put over everybody, this bullshit that everybody was coming up with and believing, and as you know, recently I was looking through the bullshit and going, this life is just like the chase, there's something not right. And I wanted to bring out the truth of that. And there it was. And it's like, oh no. Like, this is crazy. Like, these people that know this stuff, that don't want people to know it, from, back then, been hidden from us, and this bullshit that's been given to us just so they can live their life. It's like, that's crazy. So that's where I am. I am the highest at 7,650 with the, that's about the right elevation for the between 5,000 and above 10,200. I grew up low class with 5 brothers, sisters, and 2 parents on welfare. Yeah, I'm pretty. 3 brothers, 2 sisters. Materialism is a cruel path if you cannot manage it. Yeah, and I don't think that's what this is supposed to be. Osiris ended up being Ken Doll. Kendall. Don't know what that means, Kendall. Scarcity mindset. My house is 96 square feet. Four brothers, me, lived in one room. Wow. Washington Monument is. No, sorry, this thing. I think we talked about that. Oh, that's big one, isn't it? I was raised Roman Catholic. Yeah, I was supposed to be Roman Catholic, but I don't know how that went because, like I said, I never went to church. Can't remember. I went to Sunday school. Can't remember going to church. Can't remember growing up. Like, definitely not in a religious family. Definitely not in a loving family. You know, always, my whole life has been separate from, the feelings that I want to have and the feelings that I do have. That's been my whole life. Like, not understanding why whatever was pushing me along without the people that, I was with. So each time I got pushed along, I was leaving people behind, pushed along, leaving people behind. And now I'm at this point again where I'm being pushed along again, and I've lost my wife and, probably going to be pushed away from my family again. So that's how my life's been. And now it's supposedly going to be, I'm going to have people I can trust. Not, that I've had that. People that I can rely on. People that love me and I love. Like those things that, not that I don't have, some of those things now, but my whole environment is going to be that. There aren't going to be these bad people that have done all these bad things in my life. That I've had to, I say bad people. They do what they do to live, but, I've been with drug addicts, not been with them, but, I've had to live with them, got on with them, winos, alkies, I've been, homeless. I know what it's like to be in all of those places and see all of those things that go on and understand why they're where they are and doing what they do and how some people want to be in that place. Like, in order to escape this shit reality that we had, they have to be in that reality. And I don't want that for the world. I want there to be a nice reality so people don't have to, drink or have drugs or whatever. The world they live in should not be one that beats them down. It shouldn't be that world. They should be uplifted and, not in bliss. Happiness is the pot, Forrest said, but you don't have to be in bliss, but you don't have to be beaten down every day. And if you're working class, you don't have to be at the point where you lose your house and that. You should just be able to go to work, earn enough money for you to live, maybe go on a holiday and that, and then you have your middle class and your upper middle class and whatever, filthy, stinking rich, whatever it is. And this was all about, Eve eating the apple. We were supposed to suffer. That was our fault. Like, it wasn't God's fault. Shouldn't have ate the apple. Like, didn't have to do nothing in the garden. Everything's yours. There you go. You don't have to hunt or fish or, work or do anything. It's all there for you. Just, help yourself, but don't eat that. And it's like, oh, I wonder what it'd be like if you ate that. And then you eat it and then, okay, out you go. Now work, earn a living. So, and that's how our life's been. But, again, father and mother, they want the best for their kids. Bad kids, good kids, they love them all. They don't, distinguish between bad and good, but the love's still there. They want to love them all. But if they're naughty, they have to reprimand them. That's just it. That's just the way that it is. And that will be the way that it always is. Just like any father and any mother will reprimand their kids for being naughty and will still love them if they end up in jail because they've done something bad. That's just the way that it is. It's just the way that it is. Now, you can end up, timed out or whatever it is that, mother and father are going to do to these bad people. Whatever that is, either earthly justice or spiritual justice, or however it comes about, whether the devil takes charge or however that comes about, whatever that is for, mum and dad to decide. It's nothing to do with me. I am just the brother and the sister of everybody that's involved. And what happens to my other brothers and sisters is up to them and up to the parents. It's not up to me. I don't care. I just want to get on with everyone. I just want to be, happy. I want to be loved. I want friends. I want to be happy. Obviously, want a nice house. Happy marriage. Car, children. But I just want those things. And I don't mind working for those things. But I do mind being, earning those things and not getting the rewards. I do mind that. But I understand why those things happen. And that's not for me to judge. Mummy and Daddy are going to do that. Very few of the 7 sacraments are Catholic learning to perform. Why? Oh, I don't know. I don't do religion. Because they choose who is spiritual. Are you spiritual enough? Apparently, I am spiritual enough. Apparently, I got a card that says yes. And I think Forrest told me I was enough. He probably gave me a couple of emails, and one of them said enough. I'm not sure if he meant I was enough and he had enough information, or he meant shut the F up and stop sending emails. Not sure. The obelisk is a phallic symbol, so the Washington Monument is a penis. Ken doll doesn't have Ken's junk included. Neither did Osiris, according to ancient folklore. Yeah, there is something about that. So, But him and his sister got on. Oh shit! I hope he's not fucking giving my sister. Excuse my French. No, not. No, that's just weird. No way. God, that's a horrible thought now. No, I don't mean that like bad to my sister. I just mean and that's nothing like what I asked for, so that's not going to happen. But just seeing that, because I think Isis and Osiris were brother and sister. And Isis was Hathor's, not Hathor's, Horus's. Was it Hathor or Horus? Can't remember. Mother. And they were together. Oh, I can't remember. I don't know. Something like that. Too bad New Jersey drones never got explained. I thought they did. I thought all of the drones. Like if you explain one drone, then you explain them all. Even though they got shot down as well. Like one got shot down, didn't it? Or a couple got down. Blaming unfounded entities is not being strong. Oh, I don't know what that means. I found Osiris holding his while dipping his toe in the water real close to Moses. Got pictures of Osiris with his feet in the waters of Canyon down. Oh, he dipped his toe in it then, did he? So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I know you people think I'm nuts, and it doesn't matter. And I know you've had some bad things to say about me, and it doesn't matter. I just want to live. I am living my life in peace, I suppose, but I don't want you lot to make me try and make me feel guilty about you hurting yourself. That's basically what I'm saying. Stop trying to make me feel guilty about you trying to kill me. That just doesn't make no sense to me. I'm not going to feel guilty, and I'm not hurt by those things that you do, and it will never happen. The things that you do, and everything that you've done is known. Whether it's known by me or not, doesn't matter. Even if I know everything, it doesn't matter. I'm not the person that's going to judge you. That is not going to happen. I'm not the person that's going to judge anybody. It'll either be the courts that judge you or God that judges you. It won't be me. It just won't be me. And I don't care, which one of the two that it is. Obviously, it's going to be worse if God judges you than it would be if the courts judge you. So, I suggest, you don't have to listen to anything I say, but I suggest, you do repent, and it can't hurt to ask for forgiveness and repent, even if you don't believe that one exists. Because if it isn't earthly justice, then, that person that you don't believe in is going to judge you, and it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. So I did better than finding the treasure. I found Osiris' peanuts. He was holding it with his left hand. Oh, that's all right, then I'm right-handed. Enough wrenches in here to fill a toolbox. Oh, sorry, Newman. That's it. Make me feel guilty. Make me feel guilty. You're getting as bad as all these others. Trying to make me feel guilty. Which is the one that is that then? Add as moderator. Standard. Okay, next time you post, you will be a tool as well. Meant in the nicest possible way, Newman. Ah, 5-leaf, you too. You too are white. See, I don't notice these things. But I have no favoritism and no prejudice. So if one is blue, then all are blue. I don't want your wrench. It's not my wrench, it's yours. Once it's given to you, it's your wrench. Too late, it's been done. Gives Newman his wrench. Don't need one. I also like just being a worker bee. I judge myself better than average, maybe B+. Although, yeah, I try not to judge anybody else, but I definitely am a harsh judge when it comes to myself. Live life as you see fit without harming others is as simple as it gets. Yeah, it doesn't get much simpler than that. Thanks, Alberti. We all sin. We all do bad things. If you can understand them and address them, you're halfway there. If you can't, then you're in trouble. My first year in a public school from school, I was 1 year ahead. 4,000 years ago. Was it that long ago? I can't remember that one. In my opinion, Mario, you can be trusted. Thanks, Newman. I do my best. And like I say, I don't judge anyone. The stuff, you wouldn't believe the stuff that's supposed to have been happening to me. I could be delusional. None of this has happened, but I don't think that's the case. But all I try to do is give people information and the truth. That's all I try to do. And I try to stop people trying to do bad things to me. That's it. And, I let people know that I knew that they were doing bad things to me, and they didn't hear me. Even though they knew what they were doing. And even though they could see that some of the stuff they were doing wasn't affecting me. And that's just crazy, That's just crazy. It really is. But thanks for that, Newman. And Alberti, try not to harm yourself in that same life. Yes, there is something about self-harm at the moment, to be fair. That's just reminded me. So even that, whilst I'm talking about self-harm because you're actually like trying to harm me, there's people that are self-harming themselves. It's crazy. I also feel Davey can be trusted too. Yes, Davey can be trusted. Which is a conversation that I've had with Davey. There are not many people in the chase that I have If I've given you this, or a version of it, that's the wall. Those are the two walls, and that's me in the middle. And if I've given you that, that means you're in that middle with me. You're protected. And you're protected because I trust you. Doesn't matter what you do, I believe that the intentions or the try is sincere. So that M is me in the middle, and those are the walls that protect us. And if I haven't given you that, it's probably because whilst I was in the chase, I didn't trust you enough to give you that message. So Davey B knows what I'm talking about. And there's one or two others that I've given that, and I think that protection means a lot, because that protection is Angel Michael, Metatron. I think it's Metatron. My ancestors, the spirits, like, they're protecting those people because I want them to protect those people. And I trust those people. And even if my intuition is wrong, even if I shouldn't trust those people, as I have said, anybody who has said something that helps me, in any way, shape, or form, in a positive way, then they're good people. And that's pretty much what Forrest said, about if he should meet someone and affect them, for having passed, for having interacted, or however that went. I can't remember how that went now. Them are the people that you need in the world. We all can be trusted. We all just need to find the same frequency of peace, or a way to achieve it. Well, and that's what I've been doing. And I think people are waking up. I've been sending out my love. I have. People are trying to steal the light that I have, but I've been giving it. And maybe they're feeling it, maybe they're not. They should feel it, because it's meant for everyone. Literally just, praying that everybody feels it. And, praying that the chosen are woken, because they've got a job to do. And that those that are hidden, or, trapped, or, going through a bad time, because most of the chosen do, they have to find their worth, like your effort will be worth the gold. They have to find that, and they need to know that they're not forgotten, that they will be helped, they will be saved, and they will be part of it. And I've been sending as much love and as much light as I can to give them the torch that they need, maybe a sandwich and gloves. But I have been trying. I really have been trying. And I do believe that those people that just think that they need to give up, or that no one's going to help them, they just need to know that someone is. Someone is going to help them. 100% someone's going to help them. And we're going to get along. I asked for an axe, Newman. I wasn't asking for a wrench. I don't like feeling special. Yeah, but that's just it. We are all special, but we are no better than any other person. So whilst you're special, that doesn't make you any better than anyone else. Whether you are, a billionaire, or you have an IQ of 180, whatever. Whilst you, can be special, it doesn't make you better than anyone else. You're just human, same as everyone else. So no, I wanted to, the pleasure is in giving, not Everybody's the same. You're all blue. So, you can take that how you want. You can all be special, or we can all be equal and still special. Everyone's special. This is how I represent it. Peace. Hi, Bill. Hope it is well. My dad went through that about 6 months ago. Wow. I hope everybody's. I know they're not, but I hope they can be. Like, I don't like to know that people are suffering. I just don't want it. Still using a walker. Only 17 days since getting opened up. Oh, we will rock you. I prescribed myself the gummies. THC gum. What are they? You need to encourage that crowd with happiness, Mario. Give them a hug. I'll give you all a hug. Oh, aren't you? I know they're all right. I'm just say, oh, his armpits. But yeah, they're all right. Yeah, I think what's the time now? Yeah, probably before now. But any time around now is before now and after now is the love giving time. So before I go to sleep, I tend to, wish that everybody in the world feels it. It doesn't matter if they know it's coming from me or not, just that that they feel that they're being loved. We can be both because we are already different. Being different, special, and is equal. Yes. Wrong crowd. I feel a lot of love in this crowd. Yeah, it's all good. But I'm not sure what I want most more. To be able to give love and people feel it, or for people to give me love and me feel it. I'm not sure what I want more. And the only thing that makes it possibly tip is if people are giving me love and I feel it, then I'm getting the benefit, and I know I'm getting the benefit. But if I'm sending out love and people are feeling it, I don't know that they're feeling it unless they come to me and say, "Oh, I was feeling, I got a feeling of being loved last night." Whatever, So giving love, there is no way of knowing that it's being received and that it's being received, in a good way. Maybe your love isn't the love you are to give, required to give. I have so much joy about what I have discovered that I feel kind of numb, sensory overload, and I am scared to death. Well, fear is never a good thing. Joy is amazing. So, people are asked to face their demons, face their fears. But I think if your answer is giving joy, then there's nothing to be scared of, is there? I don't think. I think if if you have a lot of joy and you have an abundance of joy, then probably the sooner you share it, the better for everyone, including yourself. Um, but I'll have some joy, joy and love, or happiness and love, or whatever it is that the chase is, or TTI is doing. Both, well, definitely joy and happiness, which is basically the same thing, but You have hope in that as well. So that's part of feeling the love, isn't it? To have that bit of hope, to not be alone, like as I've gone alone in there. To not be alone ever. Like if you can feel love, then you're never alone because you know that at least one person's with you, always. If you're always feeling love, you know there's at least one person, if not the whole world, giving you love. You know there's one person giving you love, and that one person is with you because they're giving you love, and you can feel it. So I'm trying to share the light that I have and the love that I can give. I don't see anything wrong with that. But some people say, oh, you're intruding on people's space, and just bloody weird that is. Like loving people, loving men, loving blah blah blah. There's going to be somebody that says all that bullshit, but I don't care. I'm only literally butthurt. Literally minus the 30 staples. Oh, what's that, Newman? When are you meeting your person, Mario? I don't know. This is divine timing. So I don't know. Like I'm probably not supposed to say any of this, and they're probably frowning at me, and my angels are probably frowning, and the ancestors are probably frowning that I'm talking about this stuff. But like that's not the only person I'm going to meet. Somebody else is coming to meet me. But these people think that I don't know what's going on, but I know what's going on, and I don't know whether they know how I'm going to react or worried about the way that I'm going to react. But there's a certain way that I'm going to react anyway, and there's going to be no animosity, that's for sure. But there's things that need to be sorted. Wake up! So no, I don't know when I'm going to meet that person. I don't know who that person is. I do know that I'm supposed to be travelling, so it's probably not in England. I don't know. Five Leaks just noticed he got a wrench. Yeah, that's your first wrench. Hey, Tigger, how you doing? Good. What the leaf? What the jig leaf? My first wrench too. Don't know if I like it. You'll get used to it. It's not a heavy burden. I suppose it's a badge of honour if you want it to be a badge of honour. I suppose it's a burden if you want it to be a burden. It's up to you how you want to receive it. But it's meant, in humility and love, not for any other reason. I got a multitude. I don't know about you guys. Yeah, I can't remember who. Probably a couple of people have given me a wrench. And some literally like giving me a wrench, but some people in chat. There was a homeless woman on my couch. Who says she killed her abducted at 16. Wow, that's brave. But 5. My hat's off to you. That's what we should do, and that's one of the things that made me want to have this abundance because the homeless, the veterans, the children, these are all going to benefit from this abundance. And thinking that in this weather, I don't mean this weather now, I mean this type of weather, from before, that people are living in the snow, under bridges or whatever, with cardboard and newspaper or whatever. And it's like, how do they survive? And obviously some of them don't. And it's like people just walk over them or walk around them or ignore them. And we're at, a stage, in our evolution where there's no money. Confirmation. There is no money. Everything is card. And nobody's going to give these people any money. Not because they don't want to give them money, but they don't carry money. So, like, it's just a weird. Like, how does it continue like that? Like, I start to think that I have to carry money just in case I come across a homeless person. That's terrible. And they shouldn't be homeless in the first place. You know, and neither should the veterans be homeless, and neither should children have such bad lives. And then you have animals also. Like there's a lot of good that can be done in the world, and you know, I've even thought about, and I don't know, like what to believe about this person, because there's been some bad things and some good things said. But the earth needs healing, and the person that comes to mind is obviously Greta Thunberg, because of all the attention that she got about trying to save the planet. But there's been a lot of stuff coming out saying that she's not the person that she claims to be, and etc. etc. But obviously there's a lot of environmentalists. But if there's an abundance, and if it can, then if money can help heal the earth, then we should try and put some money to help heal the earth. Even if that's just tree planting and irrigation and all those sort of things, whatever, then those things need to be done. And if she does have the expertise, and she's not just a like gimmick and a ploy and a way to get people interested, I don't know, but we'll have to see. She was on my porch like permission years ago and is to be trusted. Yeah, I can't fault you, mate. I just think, my heart goes out to her. But again, some people choose, they want to live that life. They can't cope with the burdens of, going to work, getting the bills, doing that, etc. Or, they want to travel around in a car or whatever it is, however it is, whatever their life is, I appreciate you doing it. And, if everybody did something like that, it would help a lot. You're a good man. I'm impressed. Yeah, I'm impressed. You're right, Queen. I'm impressed. If everybody just, I don't know, sometimes it's always the right thing, but sometimes, doing the right thing doesn't always have the best consequences. But man, that's good. That's good. It's good to hear those sort of things. I thank you, Father, for saying that. Right, I'm going then if Cow's live. I don't want to be treading on people's toes. I can't tell you. I can't tell you, Queen. Ask the poem, it'll tell you. How's Oz is talking about JCB. Yeah, plus 2 meals a day. I want to give her everything. I try to convince her to be a granny. Bouncing. Right, yeah, this serial killer story and shot people. Yeah, you're a good man. I wish her all the best, to be fair, but I hope her life changes and yeah, she becomes famous. Lives a good life. I'm part machine. Got the I'm watching the playoff game. Oh, I don't know what that is. Five Leaf Blaze. Ever been Stars Guitars in Cedar Edge, Colorado? Will be going there soon to get my 12-string worked on. Need to shoot up the bridge. Kind of like a hip bill. It was after she found some bag of ice, brought it to me, and I told her to throw it away. She did. True. Wow. Cool. It is cool. All of that's cool. So I'm going to go. Thanks, people, for watching. I'm sorry if you think it's a bit, I don't know, depressing or political or religious or whatever it is, but it's just, please stop hurting yourself. That's all it is. Don't go. I've got to go. Well, I haven't got to go, but I think you have to get. If you want to make any decisions, you have to have all the information. And if you miss out on the information, then you're not going to make the right decision. And that is even the case if you're getting bad information. You have to work out, from the bad information that you get, what is really going on, which is like the chase all over. Thanks, Newman. I appreciate you a lot. The information that you get is always helpful, even if it's the wrong information, because once you know it's the wrong information, you can look elsewhere. But if you don't have that information to work with, then you may end up going for that information yourself and then find out it's the wrong information. So it's better to have loads of people give you lots of information and you can sift through it than just have your own information and eventually find everybody else's information. Hey, Star, how you doing? Good to see you. Have it rebraced, steamed the front and lower to strings, if at all possible. There you go. That's how you sort out a guitar. So again, honestly, I do thank you for being here. I do thank you for your words, and it doesn't matter whether they're good words or bad words. The fact that at the end of the day, this is about truth. It is what it is, and you have to handle it. And it's how you handle it that defines who you are, and you move forward. One day at a time. Accessing the shadow, understanding your bad points and your good points, and moving forward. I walk a fine line. I've said before, devil one side, God the other, and I'm walking this fine line to try and stay on the right path. But sometimes, I go out with my mate the devil, and then I have to, look at God and say, look, I only did this, and hope that what I did wasn't too bad. We are Penn State. Asking the poem. Asking the poem. Have it reversed. Yeah, I think I think who the one is. Then you can work around that. Obviously, there's three. I mean, there are more people involved, but they're the main. If there was going to be a film, they would be the ones that were centered on mainly. That kind of job is expensive, for sure. Even reframing prices have. Wow. Yeah, I can afford that. Whoop, whoop, Lions. Woohoo. So you watching the playoff as well? PSU, I don't know what that stands for. I'm not even sure if that's a tomato or an apple. Let the river run. I have a tube master 100 head needs drive 100 miles. Wow. Wow, 100 miles. No, that seems a long way. Okay. I thank you, everyone. Take care. Ciao for now.